Hey everyone, welcome. So today we're going to tackle one of the biggest cards in the whole tarot deck, Judgment. And wow, this card is all about some heavy-hitting themes. We're talking reckoning, renewal, and a total rebirth. And really, this card isn't just a piece of cardboard. It's a question, a really personal one that the universe is basically asking you right now. And that question is the heart of what we're going to unpack today. So, you ready? Let's get into it. Okay. First things first, let's set the scene. Judgment is card number 20 in the major arcana, so it's the second to last one. You're so close to the finish line. Think of it like this. It's the final, super important exam you have to pass before you graduate, before you reach that amazing feeling of wholeness with the World card. I mean, the imagery on this card is pretty intense, right? You've got Archangel Gabriel blowing a trumpet, people literally rising up. It's a lot. And this isn't just some gentle nudge to wake up. Oh no. This is a final, you can't ignore it kind of reckoning. And if you're into astrology, this card is ruled by Pluto, which is all about deep, dramatic transformation. It's no wonder someone called it a cosmic up-leveling. I love that. So here's the key thing to remember, and it's super important. This card isn't about being punished by some outside force. Not at all. It's actually an invitation. It's a chance for you to look at your life with total, crystal clear honesty, so you can be reborn and, wipe the slate clean. All right, so what does it mean when you pull this card upright in a reading? Well, it's a really powerful sign. It means that cosmic trumpet call we were talking about, you're hearing it. And even better, you're actually ready to pick up the phone and answer. So when you look at these keywords, judgment, rebirth, inner calling, it's not just a random list. It's more like a roadmap for a journey. You start with self-evaluation, move on to forgiveness. Then you hear that inner calling, and boom, rebirth. It means you've reached this point where you're finally putting all the pieces of your past together, the good stuff and the not so good stuff, to see the whole true picture. And yeah, that means owning all of it, taking full accountability for everything. Your wins, your failures, the amazing moments, and, well, the really messy parts. It's your story, the whole thing, and every single piece of it matters. Now, a massive piece of this puzzle is forgiveness. And these steps here show you how to get there. It starts with owning your stuff. Then, and this is a tough one, forgiving yourself for not being perfect. Then you forgive others, not for them, but for you, to release their grip. It's all about letting go of that heavy baggage so you can finally move on. And you know what the reward is for doing all this incredibly hard work? True freedom. It's that simple. When you face everything, you literally get to wipe the slate clean. You're free from the past, and you can just be. Live your life, right here, right now, as your true self. Okay, but what if you hear that trumpet and you just hit the snooze button? What happens when you try to ignore the call? Well, that's where the reversed meaning comes in. Let's flip the card over and see. So, when judgment shows up reversed, it's pointing to a big-time internal battle. You can hear the call, you know it's there, but you're fighting it tooth and nail. Usually, it's because of fear or that awful inner critic. And sometimes that struggle gets so intense, it spills out into the real world as things like gossip or accusations. Either you're doing it or it's happening to you, all as a way to avoid looking inward. And honestly, this can leave you feeling completely stuck, paralyzed. That voice in your head just gets louder and louder, replaying old mistakes, making you so scared to try anything new. And before you know it, you're missing out on huge opportunities. This really puts it all in black and white, doesn't it? It's like you're standing at a crossroads. Down one path, you've got renewal. You do the work, you grow. Down the other path, stagnation, just getting stuck in that cycle of self-doubt. So the card is really asking you, point blank, which way are you going to go? Okay, I know this all sounds very big and cosmic, a call to awaken. But what does that actually look like in your everyday life? In your love life, at your job, with your money? Let's bring it down to earth and get practical. This chart breaks it down perfectly. Take love, for example. Upright, you're having open conversations, forgiving each other. Reversed, you're stuck in a blame game. Or career, upright, you're finding your true calling, taking ownership. Reversed, you're paralyzed by doubt after one little mistake. And with money, it's the difference between learning from your past and just making the same financial mistakes over and over. Okay, so we've looked at the symbols, the upright meaning, the reversed meaning, the whole shebang. So what's the big takeaway here? What's the one thing you really need to remember about this incredibly powerful card? Let's tie it all together. Here it is, the most crucial point. This card is not about some final verdict from anyone else. The only judgment that matters is your own. It's about you looking in the mirror and finding acceptance. It's about you forgiving you and finally setting yourself free. When you strip it all back, it comes down to this: one life. That's it. And the Judgment card is asking you, right now, are you ready to actually live it authentically, as the real you? And that right there is the beautiful promise of this card. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday or 10 years ago. Today is a new day. You get to move forward from here, right now. You can begin again feeling lighter, renewed, and totally free. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. What call from your own life has been waiting for an answer? What part of you is just ready for that rebirth? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.